pressure is up on FURIA, because right now they're coming in as favorites. They should be winning this actually pretty easily, perhaps. But right now, it isn't going as easy at all.
No, it's not going easy whatsoever. They're getting absolutely destroyed. And it's a little bit with this, you're used to winning. You are used to being the top dog. You are used to being the one who is winning 16-4. And now you get that thrown in your face by the underdog team of Black Dragons, who is showing up today with absolutely zero pressure on their shoulders. They're just here to play CS, have fun, and show everyone what they have been cooking up for strats to prepare themselves for this playoff match.
FURIA take mid control, still have 2 players lurking outside of A, and they can use some nice couple of chunks of util in order to deal with, for example, that stairs positioning. But I think actually that smoke, hold on, that smoke landed on top. That is, I don't think quite where it's supposed to be landing, but still, FURIA got the control, have the players deep in jungle, but the players that they need to take care of are those in CT. There is 3 of them, with Babs being low, but Babs also striking, good for 2 kills already. And can they make it a bit more dicey? Yes, annaEX certainly will. cAmyy on the flank duty. And now they have bomb control. It's right in their hands, and annaEX just adds another one to the list.
Oh, this pistol roll is going so brilliantly. That one tap there from annaEX to the corrector player. Oh, it made me feel some feelings I haven't felt in a while.
Okay.
Very good. Oh, brilliant. Good start here. They're going to continue. That's the 3rd out of 3 for 3, right? On pistol rolls from Black Dragons.
Very true. Black Dragons have been on a roll. And right now, if they can set the same tone, like over on Nuke, it's going to be super scary. Now, GaBi is present. No!
Oh, that's
She's
bomb.
Wait, she is by herself with the bomb, and that is now dropped. I'm not sure if that was a hard read coming out of Black Dragons, but definitely one way to kick off a round. Now, already making things dicey. Cobb does have an M4. Well, it's gone now. And that is Gaps, just with a scout left, has to gamble a bit, moves over towards the B side. But yeah, maybe this is a way for her to wrap around.
Yeah.
Of course, with a scout, you know, there's no investment coming out of FURIA, so you can at least try. But annaEX is already looking for her instead.
If we get the replay of Sinon's entry up in apartments, you see she didn't spot the player, but she knew she was there. So this is clearly what I'm seeing is the empty strats coming out heavily for Black Dragons. If you're Black Dragons and you're sitting there in Group B with B4, who are the clear favorites, they are dominating. You know already when you're starting the season who you are most likely to match up against in a playoff match. And that's FURIA. And this is preparations. And I love it. It's so good to see.
Yeah, and of course, B4 may be, on paper, being actually the harder one of the two. Because ever since the changes have happened over at the FURIA side, B4 has been super consistent, also going 6-0 in their group. And people could argue that maybe B4 is actually better than FURIA as we speak. But of course, we are not going to see them going head-to-head. They're divided over the 2 groups and also not in deciders. And ultimately, that would have to be on LAN. But so far, Black Dragons are on a roll, and maybe they could deny FURIA of going to LAN, denying that opportunity. Right now, the kills are all raining into the CT's their favor. And it's only GaBi and izaa left. A bomb will make its way slowly through that apartment, with GaBi already lurking, hoping for an entry here.
I don't think they're aware.
So patient.
Yeah, annaEX, I don't think she's aware of the position from GaBi. She's all the way here on balcony. Oh, that's sound cue given. She's also bomb. A clear boost there. Speaking. The Joker here is, of course, cAmyy. Of course, at short position. It's gonna find one. Can't connect, but Sinon is already nearby. So was Lei, actually, flanking Biax. Brilliant start here from the Black Dragons. Up 3-0. And FURIA. They are making a little bit of an investment here. Upgraded pistols. Where are they heading? Is it the Mirage? Some smoke is gonna come out on mid. It's gonna be short. One smoke maybe failed a little bit here. Gabs. Working in towards connector. In the connector smoke. Lei is ready. Oh, nice timing on the resmoke. Meanwhile, it's on B, where it's all gonna go down, and Bubs from short takes out 2.
This should be clean up duty. There we go. Only a single life lost on the Black Dragon side. Definitely not too shabby. They can slowly start to build up that economy. Whereas FURIA, of course, yeah, losing once again 4 rounds in a row. Actually, last time over on Nuke, it was not quite 4 rounds in a row for Black Dragons, because there was this very sneaky ninja defuse in there. But this, of course, this is once again in starting off in a pretty similar fashion. A lot of momentum here already for Black Dragons, get that money going. And now FURIA, they need to prove that they can actually win rounds consecutively, because that was the issue with Nuke.
Yeah, it certainly was. They're just managing to string a few rounds together here and there. Of course, as well, we didn't get to see so much from their team side. But good setup here from Black Dragons. And FURIA, they're playing this one very patiently. And slow and steady here. Kai is going to try to search out these angles in connector. Spots out Lei. She's going to be ready for the second one. The Molo isn't quite connected. She spots the barrel. Oh, annaEX gets wallbanged. And Sinon now. She's going to have to do so much work.
Oh, well, Sinon does get one, and Kai actually went for a bit of some flashy shots over towards the window area, and instead now cAmyy can make her duty come alive. Sinon even finds a follow-up, and suddenly what was such a favorable situation for FURIA, it has slipped away. There's only 25 seconds with a lost bomb. Now GaBi, of course, we have seen her clutch before, but the time will be of the essence. cAmyy has the angle. Both of them are low. And instead, no! It will be 5-0. Black Dragons just continues the streak and just steals it all away again.
Wow, that was a steal if I ever saw one. And it's cause over aggression. I am totally down for her jumping into window and trying to lock off those rotations. But if that's what you want to be doing here, this is the winning play, right? Get 2 entries, then come into window and just hold the rotations. But instead she tries to go for getting even more, and that's where Black Dragons were able to punish. Sinon from the connector position as well, finding a couple of frags, and it just fell apart. This mid-round decision-making, mid-round calls here, who isn't quite the FURIA that we're used to be seeing. It's like when you are hitting all these great shots, and then you just want to keep going. You get confident. I think one of the things that separate world-class players and just a little bit, you're not quite there yet, is that decision-making, is to always have that equation in your head. What is the win condition for my team right now? Is it that I'm pushing further, or is it that I'm just holding back, sitting tight, and letting them do the next bit of work?
It's about to be met with a lot of pressure. Immediately deals with 2 of them. The final pistol will be the death of her, but Babs is already here, ready in position. Like that she's holding out a flank because her teammate has arrived. cAmyy will deal with apartments then for the time being. Spots 1. Still holds out for another potential, but look at the amount of reinforcements that are there. So many CTs. And this should still be quite an easy cleanup, though Gaps has an M4 in her hands, a switcheroo. But eventually, Babs will find a ladder 2 here as well. Very good setup. I like immediately, once they know that when a player has their backs, Babs can then, for example, look the way of short, make sure that all the angles are covered. They're not going to get overwhelmed. They're not going to get overrun. Black Dragons are in control.
6-0 on Mirage.
I know.
It's outrageous. It actually is. I'm in awe. I'm shook in the most positive way possible. Ka, gonna get the run boost there. Oh, nice and cheeky. She landed up on the boxes there on top there. No one is presenting themselves yet though from Black Dragons. They're not really playing to keep mid. The Bubs in window is gonna hold up a little bit of an angle to make sure that no one can get on short. But look at this reaction here. They've lost control. And they have now got cAmyy posted up in the apartments. Oh, look at this. She spots the shadow crossing the light there. And that's how she knows there's a player up in window. Entry has been given. Or has been taken by the Black Dragons. And now they are in full control of this round.
They should still load on window as compromised. Oh, they kind of wanted to go for a double setup, but Ledge just peeked way too early. Babs wasn't gone for the window or for the hole just yet. And that double swing just completely mistimed. That means FURIA now have once again an opening for themselves. And it's only Sign in here over towards ramp. It's not going to be planted for her. 20 seconds, so at least some reinforcements can come in. Maybe in time, but no. Ooh, GaBi has her back. A very good kill to be getting. Now, Silent needs to deliver. That is one already. Knows that GaBi is up in Palace. And now, how much more can cAmyy do? Needs to deal with a player up close, but instead, no, izaa will say no to that. And the only thing that FURIA right now have to do is wait it out. Oh, there we go. GaBi swings at a perfect timing. Not even going to be allowing her to get to that defuse. So, FURIA get that very first round now up on the table. And actually, you can see the Black Dragons, their economy hasn't really been building up as stable as we maybe would like to see. They don't even have, they just don't really have that many funds.
No, they don't. And I thought what was very interesting there was a decision, because they had 2 players, jungle and connector, but the decision to actually plant default instead of planting 4 connectors, because they know Sinon is the A anchor, and they don't know where she is. So instead of risking it and gambling to plant the open, they went for a default plant and it paid off. Now we shall see full eco, just a pistol on cAmyy, the eagle on Bubs. Like you were mentioning, not been able to build up too strong of an economy despite being or having a 6-1 lead. So FURIA, they have been able to keep the economy of Black Dragons in check. Heavy short stack. Gonna be Lea here, and Sinon is gonna get initial contact. Oh, they come around the corner. Lea is good for 1. The gist, it has been, the stack has been figured out, and the decision has been made. Go plant to on A. I think cAmyy could potentially save this, and surely it's going to be welcomed.
A free AK is always nice to have. And I think, considering the money that is up on the table for FURIA, no Hun should be coming out here. So cAmyy can just sit on tight. Actually use this extra bit of time to talk to the team. You know, how do we want to approach the next round? Because, of course, another full buy should be out on the table, I think, in AWP as well. So how you want to approach that? Because we haven't really seen, like, very much aggressive rounds. I think just that our mid calls have been a bit more on par in comparison to FURIA. So they're super adaptive to what FURIA is pulling out of their strat book. But maybe now a bit more proactiveness is needed.
From Black Dragons, no, they were doing great. It was actually the proactiveness that made them lose the first round. When you had the two players double peeking and trying to clear out window, they were 5 versus 4. They knew the position of the player. They didn't really have to do anything with her. You're gonna be stuck in window. If you have a player just holding the murder hole, the vent, that's gonna be good enough. Let's see her annaEX is gonna be in a world of trouble here as the FURIA players are pouring out of B apartments. Oh, I like this play. It's gonna be tucking herself into the smoke on site, but they're ready for her.
And now the problem here is 3 remaining players all coming out of the same choke point. And yeah, with the money still being quite a low spot and having such a big investment of an op, it is best to just go and save if you can. Gap still goes for a swing. Some of the CT still lurking around. I guess now they are aware that maybe that's not quite the way you want to be handing over weapons to your opponent. The best to hold on tight, be safe, and try again the next. Because of course there's a bit of a buffer here for Black Dragons to work with, being up on 6, but you at least are able to have already half of those rounds now up on the table.
Yeah, and the decisiveness that they've been doing, with the decisiveness that they have been getting these rounds, this is the first one. I would say that was a mistake done by Black Dragons that kind of gifted the FURIA a round. But after that, they were up against the eco buy. They are making more precise decisions, and then this round as well, that was very, very. I would say it was. How do you say it when it's like? It's decisiveness. They're not hesitating anymore, and that is the FURIA we are used to seeing, basically.
Yeah.
The confidence, no hesitation, and just fully trusting your game plan. But Black Dragons, how do you reckon they can be a little bit more proactive here? What would you like to see cAmyy do, for example, with the AWP?
Depends always a little bit, I guess, on spawn base. Right now, we actually have cAmyy sitting in towards triple box, holding, dealing out with Brab. Could be the right call here, because right now FURIA is setting up for a execute. Instead, you can already see moves back to ticket box. A bit more of a passive approach, but instead, Ka actually wins that duel, and now the rest are stuck behind all that utility. Nothing that they can do. And last time they gave up the retake completely on the back of having 2 losses already taken. annaEX is just upon a deagle. So ultimately you want to see if you can find a kill, have a way back into the round, have maybe a weapon. There we go.
Yeah.
annaEX can pick up that ult, for example.
Yeah. I think that is the call here. So she's gonna take a Boko. No, it's gonna be very tricky for you to get away from this. Oh, but they're actually going for it. I am in awe. Or was that just exit frags? Yeah, time has run out. There's no more time on the clock for Sinan and for Le. And be saving there. Oh, it would have been better, though, if they could just save all 4 weapons. Because like you mentioned before, we talked about it. They had not been able to build up the economy. And every round where you don't have an AWP on a map like Mirage, I feel you're just starting off with a disadvantage.
Yeah, you just feel a bit naked as a team, and with a lack of being able to contest, for example, for middle.
Yeah.
And right now, you know, cAmyy up. Not necessarily up against cA, because cA is lurking towards apartments with her own AWP. But Babs sprays a bit as a bit of a warning shot and a counter flashbang, so cA won't be able to do much at all. Now, 2 players on the FURIA side have been quite tagged up. So all these little bits of damage could make the difference. And alright, Silent goes for a bit of a peek. Talking about proactiveness. Just goes for the info play completely. cAmyy responds with immediately putting pressure up on middle. So I like that. Once you have a feeling that one part of the map is completely compromised, try and regain some control elsewhere. But ultimately, FURIA are a bit split up. Still have cA, of course, in apartments, so you kind of want to use those 2 other players to wrap around and see if you can split that B-bomb side. Babs, not too sure. Has to look at window, but also needs to hold her flank. And instead, that is where Boko says peekaboo right around the corner, makes it a 3-on-3.
annaEX though, she is ready. She is waiting, but she can only get 1. Now it's all down to Boko and cA. This line that cA is holding is super strong. Gonna be rocking down a little bit of utility and gets the tag onto cAmyy. Oh, Molotov and cA with another one. Boko though, an absolutely amazing round. 4 kills. She is working hard. A little, just Simon here. This play was brilliant.
The
it's
jump.
like she hits the wrong button on the mouse. It's always in the most pressured situation that this happens. It's happened to me so many times.
Yeah, the classic, my mouse jumped.
Yeah.
You know, that happens. It's very unfortunate, but at this point, you know, it was 6-0. Look what the scoreline is right now. 5-6. Sinan once again goes for an aggressive peek in towards ramp. Does pay off at least for 1 kill. And now they need to be careful not to completely overextend, but ultimately, rifles versus pistols, most likely FURIA, well, they will win this.
Yes,
right now,
brought to you by Fearless.
I'm with you.
No, I'm
okay,
with
you never know, but there are a player down, no util, smokes right up their faces. This should be a booklet, right?
I support your statement.
But I hear a but.
No buts. No buts here.
Oh, well, they at least gets the planter, so that's something. That's another kill. No weapon, though, that can be retrieved. That makes it super difficult. Now, Lei, long range. She knows exactly where it's been planted for, but there is 3 players still to be finding. It's a very difficult position here for her to be in. Ultimately, you want to see if you can make it a bit more expensive, maybe grab a weapon, but instead, GaBi grabs that final kill. And the scoreline, suddenly, it is equalized.
Yeah, we are all tied up here, 66. And FURIA will be posting an amazing comeback here. It's like they've been warmed up, finally. And Black Dragons now with a tactical timeout. They have to figure out if they're gonna... what kind of game plan they should be going for here. Double up is on the table at least. annaEX and cAmyy. They're both gonna be wielding 1 each. But could well be the solution. Seeing if any one of them have a decent spawn. Good one for annaEX. cAmyy is a bit too far back there. I want to see a little bit of a boost up to get into a good aggressive position towards B. And cAmyy is gonna get boosted up here to peek out on short. Oh, look at that. Immediately taken out there. cAmyy, she misses a shot, but that's okay. Still in a good position. She's gonna be able to retreat if she feels like it. But look at this Bokor. How has she managed to find her way here? Through window, right?
That must be window. There's no other way. annaEX with that taken out. They had such a good positioning. cAmyy at least is here, ready and present, but now stuck. A bit of a smoke that is making things difficult. Maybe she can hold the cross. And Le has already been arrived. And this is very dicey. This is insane because right now, maybe Black Dragon still have a way in. Bomb now planted though for FURIA. That will make things a bit more difficult. A great flashbang. And Gaps just takes her out. It was difficult. It was tricky there for Black Dragons because at the beginning I was like, okay, they have a good crossfire. Le has been called in for backup. But then ultimately they just all fall like flies once more. And now with that, FURIA taken over that lead.
I thought it was super interesting because when Bokor is working out of kitchen, she takes out annaEX. annaEX is on an AWP this round. They knew cAmyy's position, or they knew there was an AWP in ladder room. So it was interesting to see how they just assumed it was her, and then it kept going. annaEX, the B player, of course, and then cAmyy was able to pick up a few frags there from short, simply because they didn't expect there to be a second AWP in that area.
Yeah, right now we'll have to be some pistols here. Of course, saving up for that very last round of the half. Maybe they can make it a bit more dicey at least. But ultimately, it won't really matter. FURIA can buy either way. But maybe have yourself an AK. Maybe have yourself a free op if you get the opportunity to. That would be nice. But it will be difficult. Now, look at the amount of control that FURIA already has. They can just sneak on out, clear their angles. annaEX with that taken out. They deal with jungle here flawlessly. There is one more player lurking behind, which could come in with some nice surprise factor. But no, instead, izaa keeps her cool. And is only silent up in Palace, her favorite position for sure.
Yeah, I think they know. izaa has been multiple. She's been firing shots in that direction on multiple occasions already. Of course, we discussed that earlier. Synon is the A player, or is the A anchor. So, but maybe she's gonna be able to hit a few of these shots. Yeah, takes out izaa. And still though, 8 on the board now for FURIA. And by the look of things, I am expecting them to get the last one as well, actually.
Yeah, all this momentum, it has completely shifted. Black Dragons have one level start, especially coming still on off the back of Nuke, where they had won the last 5 rounds. Now they have won 6 rounds. That's 11 in a row across 2 maps. But right now, FURIA are looking to do a similar thing. 8 already could have a potential 9, but ooh, all right. In through underpass, they will go. They clear out apartments. A bit of a reverse situation with now CT's running out of apartments, going back out on B. If it's so much present over on that part of the map, do they know exactly where FURIA went ahead? Synon definitely does. Takes out the bomb and a follow-up kill. And suddenly the favors, the odds have shifted completely back in towards Black Dragons, their favor.
Yeah, that's a brilliant play by Synon. Playing towards that connector, play on the smoke fade. Le now has spotted GaBi. Gonna be tricky here. Are they gonna be able to retrieve the bomb? Waiting from Molotov to fade. I have no information on the players of Black Dragon either, and that's the 3rd one for Synon. Car takes her out. Knife out. Gonna be lurking down here underpass. Did they realize? Yeah, I think they did. cAmyy now, she's gonna be posting up. 25 seconds now left on the clock, and there's no other place to go here for Ka. than this B bomb site. 2 players here now waiting for her, and cAmyy, she's posted up and she does not miss. 7 to 8, it's great, and we are heading into a little break.
Kontuante Tanan wanan Sambi Na chigera Iwere Na chigera Barako Na chigera Makano Esena Barako Makano Bana nyokombe Bana nyokotinye Ye nyokaranya Yitende kofila ya tisinda Chigera Ya kontuante Tanan wanan Sambi Na chigera Tuante unangwana ne
Oh boy, it definitely couldn't be any closer than this. 7-8 currently is the scoreline here over on Mirage. But heck, I have a bit of a fun statistic because when it comes down to the T-side win percentage of Black Dragons, it is very much significantly higher than their CT round win percent. It's only 43 for their CT, which, well, they've managed to win 7, which is, it's a little bit higher than 43. Oh, hold on. What is this friendly fire?
We don't talk about that. Just keep going, keep going. I want to hear the statistics. I want to hear the statistics.
No, but on the flip side, for TE, it is 66%. So, on paper, Black Dragons should have it in the bag. When it comes down to the pistols, they've been going free and free as far as pistols goes. Now, a bit of back and forth affair here over towards jungle. Babs, though, comes in full forward. Oh, a bit of a reload, a bit of an awkward situation. Babs also needs to back out, though. But in from behind comes Lay instead.
Yeah, and now only GaBi. Oh, that's a crisp one, though. Still 3 more players to find for her and Ka. They should have any chance of winning this round there. The position of cAmyy has been out there. Oh, but Ka just clear out Rob's angle here, and it's planted for connector. cAmyy from apartments and Babs in the end from connector to finish things off. But it's Babs with those entries towards jungle who gets the ball rolling for the Black Dragons. And that's 4 for 4. Black Dragons and pistol rounds. Name a more iconic duo.
Insane. FURIA, keep your eyes on them. They're going for a force buy. This could go either very good or very bad. Because if FURIA lose this, their money is going to go down the drain. Black Dragons could make it to double digits and then have a very comfortable spot to work with. But ultimately, if they could steal away, what a way would that be to get this second half rolling and to shut Black Dragons down immediately. And maybe take home some of these rifles, because they have definitely invested in quite some here for Black Dragons. Good chunk of Galils and an 8K. That's already a good tag, but that's up on the player with the Mac 10 in hand. But still, damage is damage. And that's even more. Now Gaz on the back of that can take out Sinan with her pistol. Tries to make it into window. That won't quite go her way. But instead has Boker there. But in comes Lay.
Oh, that was a bit peculiar, the way to clear that when it hasn't been broken, you know? But the retake is on. No kit. Good plant here. She's gonna be able to tap it though from the other side of that smoke. But now only izaa left. The Lay is gonna sit in the smoke. What is going on here? There's no time. But she can still get out the last player here. cAmyy cleans it up. But that's an expensive round there for Black Dragons. They're losing almost all the players. And not going to be able to have... we see a Mac 10 on annaEX and the Galil there. Reinvested into from Babs.
Yeah, that's what kind of happened at the beginning of this map, when, even though 6 rounds in a row for Black Dragons, it still didn't really mean, or had the economy build up after, so immediately 1 loss and their economy was gone. So maybe if you can keep it close like that, that could be the way back in, similar like on half number 1. But ultimately, Black Dragons should be having double digits after this. Definitely being 1 head up, and immediately look, they go for the straight up bomb plant. In a very difficult position now for FURIA to be in. They will go as 1 big train. annaEX will at least they will find 1. Ka finds sadly nothing more. cAmyy instead 3. Okay, there we go. Ka will find an additional kill. But eventually, cleanup duty has arrived. Double digits for Black Dragons. And they survive with 3 players this time.
Yeah, much more cleaner round. And it's a good position there from cAmyy, who is very ready to trade out her teammate. Though she's gonna be on the up this round. And where is she headed? Gonna be taking this peek towards ramp. Starting there. Oh, and it's apartments. for all the money, all the glory here. Gonna be raining out. Misses that shot, but izaa is on fire. Takes out 2. Good start into the round for FURIA. Relocating here. 2 players towards CT. 2 players up on short. They're playing this one very, very passively. I quite enjoy it. They know Black Dragons has to make a move. And the bomb has been retrieved at least. Blair is planting. Retake is on. Tricky after plant positions from Black Dragons with Lea. She starts things off brilliantly there. Oh!
There's no way cAmyy hit that. A bit of a duo coming out. Gaps though goes and meets her demise. GaBi now with a smoke up on the bomb. They almost line up completely. Time is ticking, but there is still a bit of wiggle room left. izaa, if she can get this kill, yes she will. But there's once again no kit. It will be coming down to the nail. Can she get this defuse? The answer is no. That is so unfortunate. We have seen these clutches come actually out from FURIA a lot in this whole best of 3 series. Only this time, they just fall short.
Man, oh my god, what a round from izaa. That was the ace. 2 empties. I think she got them all. That's the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th, and just not having a defuse kit. Oh, heartbreaking. So devastating. But izaa, she's here. She has arrived, realize. And that's what we needed from FURIA.
For sure. We noticed, of course, her being quite quiet over on Nuke, and perhaps being a very important factor as to how FURIA was able to lose that, and quite hard so. But they're able to stay within contesting range, make it costly for Black Dragons as well, but they can still comfortably by having that up on the table, and FURIA can't quite say the same. It has to be pistols around an MP9 and an M4, but they have to sort of give everything they've got. At least it's a bit of a half buy, so you will have some firepower, but it's not very ideal. And with this, Black Dragons have a very big advantage heading into this next round. Once again, could even widen the gap. Now Lea here in towards underpass. Here's the flashbangs rain in towards the middle. Needs to be definitely aware of where CTs could be positioned, but instead, all right, 2 openings go the way of FURIA here, and that means Black Dragons will try to have Silent here pull out a fake towards this A side. All these CTs are gathered up in towards the middle. Maybe Silent can clean them up.
annaEX, though, her position is quite good. Of course, we're gonna get the bomb planted over towards this bomb site. And once again, we are gonna have FURIA attempting the retake. Still no kits in play, so it might be a little too tricky here. But surely they have to at least try and go for this. annaEX, her position is known. She doesn't have to do anything, doesn't have to challenge. And cAmyy takes out izaa. And now Bokor. Ah, I like that. Good, a really nice solving of the puzzle there from Black Dragons. And that's their 12th done. These are absurd scenes, I realize.
And especially
Absurd,
this actually being... this round was so close as well. We all thought, alright, FURIA, they could do this. This is maybe going to be happening right here, right now. They end the streak, roll back into it, and do it on a pistol. But instead, Black Dragons, they keep their cool. I like to see it, even though, once again, a bit of a large investment taken out on the Black Dragon side. But they're still comfortable. Still have that up, and they go in full force, quite fast and aggressively. So annaEX though blind, needs to be careful, but still on the short duty. Vap still helps her out, but so are the trades. FURIA good for 2 kills, but 3 for the Black Dragon side of things. Now, how much can Ka do? Completely blind, absolutely nothing. And that means Bokor comes in for a potential retake, but then again, look at the money. It is very, very low.
Yeah, it's so low, and it's so difficult here. Bokor, she hasn't been having the best game so far. Haven't been having her day. But it's the decisiveness and just you see, we are in the point of view of annaEX when she's about to drop out. She flashes and she immediately goes to search for the short player. She knows where you are, even though you didn't make any sort of sound there or a lot. It's just up there. They know the setups. They know where to. They know.
Yeah. They have done their homework.
They're so prepared. It's like they're all 5 playing with like wall hack or something. You can't you can't do. It's like, how do you know? You know.
Yeah.
Even on CT side, you saw it as well when Sinan understood there was a player spotted somewhere else on the map, and she just knows that she for free can push all the way down ramp towards this one and not have any sort of resistance. Once again, they're failing this jump, the boost. They did get there in the end, and annaEX is going to be so ready for it though.
There we go. That's quite a easy pickup for her to be taken. And with this, once again, you have a bit of space to work with. You can continue to apply that pressure over towards B. And then how will FURIA respond? Will that force another player to rotate away off of A? Maybe to push into something instead? And right now, Black Dragons have mid control for free as well. No one actively holding it. So much information. And FURIA are the ones left to respond, but nothing quite comes out of them. And even Bokor being super hesitant. So you could see her actually go into CT, but as soon as now a player dies over on A, she's forced to go back. Takes a lot of time, and that's now a free open A site.
And once again, retake time, and this time they're not even gonna have a shot. Sinan there in window. GaBi is taken out, and oh boy, 14 rounds now for Black Dragons. Third tactical timeout spent here by FURIA. Let's see this replay. See how prepared they are. They know exactly what to expect. And it's so decisive.
Timeout. FURIA have already, well, but this one counted, have used free. Of course, there's not that much wiggle room anymore to work with Black Dragons. 2 rounds away. Going to Dallas and stealing it from FURIA, the team that has always been on land. That was the #1 team to beat. And we have seen the upsets here before, and maybe it's another one of those days.
Yeah. Nice little bit of a bait mullo there. Is annaEX going to be expecting this play? Oh, finally! It's actually GaBi now on the second up who finds the first frag for FURIA. Have been far and few between these rounds where actually FURIA is starting with the player advantage. Now Bokor, so he's gonna get a little bit of information here towards ramp. Meanwhile, as we can see here, is up connector. They're looking to split towards A, and there is izaa ready, waiting. Sinan takes her out though. Bokor is positioned, and now bumps with the immediate headshot there. Ka from CT spawn has to do it all here.
Another bomb being planted. Ooh, once again, these flashes have been so on point for Black Dragons. They know the car is here, but instead Gaps comes in through connected, tries to sandwich. But cAmyy still alive, but also now completely blind herself. Good attempt for Black Dragons to stay in it, but ultimately FURIA playing that one out quite nicely and having the numbers advantage, of course. So use that to your strength. And as soon as all the focus was up on CT, have that player from Con walk straight on out and apply the pressure.
Yeah. Cheeky, a little bit of a play there in the apartments that we saw first. And I don't know, it just seems a little off to me that they still want to keep pushing for this ramp control when they have the player advantage and they have do they really need any more information there that there are Black Dragon players out in mid, that they've lost that part of the map? Of course, they want to regain some territory. So the second time that Wukor is going to get flashed down ramp, the player is just too close. It's Babs, and she's just immediately taking her out. And then it became a little bit more dicey when you have when you're kind of trading out or not getting the trades, I would say. So things are equalizing. But of course, when you are FURIA right now, the pressure is tremendously high. You have Black Dragons 2 rounds away from taking the series, taking the spot at the LAN finals. It's absolutely insane.
The Black Dragons had to call a timeout here. Ultimately, there's a lot of stakes on this very round. Good trade, Sinan. But immediately she has been taken out. Maybe a bit of wiggle room now. The car has missed her shot. And is also a bit blind. And look at the positioning of Led. This could be so crucial. That is number 1 already. They have taken side control now. The only point is to deal with CT. It's a bit of a 1-for-1 trade. GaBi finds the AWP instead. But now can she deliver like Ka does? On the rifles, surely yes. Can she do the same over on an AWP? Now retake once more is here up the question. GaBi the only one with the kit in hand. That means she is the one that needs to get close, because ultimately Gaps here is rotating in from a ramp. GaBi finds the first. That is already one hell of a start. And now Le under pressure. That is the first one for her to be finding. And now GaBi taps the bomb, tries to walk out of the smoke and finds the kill with a USP instead. What an amazing clutch coming out of GaBi, and keeps FURIA in it.
Oh my god. There, what a play there for the second player who was left there to actually make that decision. You can't come into connector here. It's so compromised. Have to wrap all the way around T-spawn. And for GaBi to just wait for her teammate there to show up. And then, of course, in the end, Lea played that one phenomenally. But GaBi with the USP in hand. And now finally a defuse kit, right? How many rounds did they... Oh, nice entry from Ka. They're so quick to get these entries that we don't even have time to discuss the previous round or finish our conversation. But, you know, fast-paced Counter-Strike, that is what this region is all about. And now, FURIA. Double digits. They just got their 10th on the board, and now with this buy from Black Dragons, I am expecting them to get this one as well. Sinan with the God Flash. Oh, GaBi from up on balcony. Yaps and GaBi. And izaa chimes in with the last one. Quick and clean. And exactly what FURIA needed. They're gonna stay in this one.
And talking about clean, you know, this was something that Black Dragons was a bit struggling with. The rounds that they did manage to win here in the second half weren't always the cleanest, and therefore their money being in a bit of a troublesome area. You know, sure, they keep on winning, you can keep on buying, but as soon as you lose, a bit of a difficult territory to be in. Whereas FURIA now with a clean round have at least a bit of a buffer now to work with. Ka completely blind, and with that, not that much that she can do. Sinan just uses that opportunity, takes out the AWP that's in middle of nowhere right now. Very difficult to retrieve. And FURIA, yeah, how will you respond to middle? They have a player up on short, 2 now in connector, but Le has all that information.
Yeah, she has spotted out one player. Wasn't expecting one on short, but this is excellent trading here for Black Dragons. And now, GaBi, look at this immediate response here. They have Bubs, who's been lurking out on A side, who has cleared it, most of it, and gained control over CT. So now GaBi, they're not even gonna give her any chance. Perhaps gonna have a kit at least. A little bit of a gap here in the smoke, but she can't spot out anyone because it's of course planted behind the triple. Oh, she swings out, and now that is 15. One more round now. Serious point for Black Dragons.
And there we go. It's the last timeout. FURIA will have to give everything they've got right now to stay in it, to pull it to overtime, and then also in overtime win it, because they are still yet to win a map. And of course, then it will have to be the final one, which is also quite a tricky one, which we know the Black Dragons also like to play a good chunk. Nothing comes easy. And especially in days like these, when you think, you know, you have it in the bag, all the odds are in your favor. Well, maybe not every single time. Now you have to prove that you are the best team over in this region. Can you come back?
I am in utter awe. I'm so shocked right now. But I mean, Black Dragons. If anyone were to deserve this after seeing them play this series, I mean, I have to give it to them. The preparation, the planning, it's all accumulated to this round here. GaBi from Car is gonna get so flashed, so blinded, but she is able to find Bubs. Gabs as well takes out annaEX, and now Le. Oh, it's a lot of back and forth here. Gabs repositions around the corner. Le now. Oh, Gabs is so low, and her butt sticks out. 2 versus 2 now. Fearless. What's happening? Is it happening?
Le has that information on towards short. Now, maybe they're a bit hyper-fixated up on that one, and now they know exactly where Ka is. Ka 17 HP and a Dre. Maybe both of them could line up for the smoke. Oh, it makes the vision very tricky. Almost through it. This is so difficult. A 1 versus 1, but cAmyy guts it. It is Black Dragons that are going to Dallas and steal it away from FURIA.
Oh my god, I did not expect this, but what can I say? That was just a tremendous...